I can't discount the talent that's on this roster, and then also the good coaching that's on this roster too, with Lane Kiffin and then now Pete
Which we
Golding
did.
joining the
We did not
staff.
talk about Pete Golden leaving Alabama, and everybody hated Pete Golden in Alabama, but they had top 10 defenses every year. Now that he's not going to have that at Ole Miss, I don't think.
No. But one thing that it's kind of one of those situations where they're just a little bit better than the rest. And I know that sounds like a detraction, but the reality of it is that Ole Miss has a significantly better roster than Arkansas, Auburn, and the rest of company that is trailing them in my ranking. I'm confident in Jackson Dart. I think that we knocked Jackson Dart unfairly. Quinshon Judkins having him back and running him the way that they did, doing it again this upcoming year. If he's healthy, they're going to put up some silly offensive numbers. But one other thing that's not talked about enough is the talent that they do have along the defensive line. I really like Jared Ivey. I really like Cedric Johnson. They are a very underrated defensive unit. I see more defensive talent than any of those remaining teams that I have ranked after them. That's why I placed them where they did. It does not help them that their three toughest games are against Alabama, LSU, and Georgia. But if they lose all three of those games, I see winnable scenarios in the remaining set of opponents that they have.
They did get 21 dudes out of the portal. Okay. They got Spencer Saunders, which headlined everything. Trey Harris is a guy, wide receiver, that they got from Louisiana Tech that I think is going to be a really good player. Now, Chris Marshall, the very talented wide receiver, I mean, who knows what's going on with him, okay? But they went and got a tight end from Memphis, and Caden, I kept calling him Candy Corn. His last name's not Candy Corn. But they got better on defense, though. Monty Montgomery is the guy that they brought in, and also they went and got a corner as well. So, look, they've got some pieces, okay? They do have some pieces. Here's another thing. They went and got a 5-star linebacker and started locking Mississippi down a little bit. They got the Perkins kid, the linebacker from Raleigh, Mississippi. They are starting to get some of the recruits that they normally wouldn't get because Pete Golding is an outright damn good recruiter, regardless of what anybody tells you. The biggest thing that you said was the first thing, okay, for me, is that Ole Miss is better, in my opinion, than everybody else on this list. If you remember, it was the bigger teams that they started losing to, right? Like It was the Alabama, it was the LSUs that they were losing to. They are better roster-wise and coaching-wise, in my opinion, better than A&M, Arkansas, Auburn, and Mississippi State.